Let's wrap up our online marketing week by talking about social strategies. A couple of weeks ago, we went through and we worked on your social media, helped you figure out where you wanted to be, what you wanted to post. And now I want to talk about how social media can be integrated as a part of your overall marketing strategy. It is great for visibility. So if we look at our back to our 5-part marketing system, and we think about that place of visibility, Facebook is phenomenal for that. It can also be good for lead nurture, because you can nurture relationships on there, and it can be a place for lead capture. But you're not going to get any of that without being strategic. So let's talk about some strategies that you can use online to actually help more of these things happen. So, for example, you can run ads. So you could run Facebook ads, and that would gain you visibility on a webinar that you're doing or on a product that you're selling. That's an option. You could create an online group or community. That's a place to nurture leads. You could do a Twitter chat. I was part of a live Twitter chat a couple weeks ago that had like 1 million people. It was crazy big. They had like 16 different trainers. Everybody promoted it. I mean, we just had, everyone was hashtagging. It was really engaging, and there was like 1 million people on it. So that could be part of visibility. It could also be part of lead nurture. You could do articles. So writing articles and posting them on LinkedIn. I have a client who gets a lot of business that way. He is a sales trainer for credit unions, and he writes these great articles, and people are like, hey, this is awesome, and they'll start asking him questions. And then how he lead captures is he says, hey, I'd love to be able to have a conversation with you and answer some of your questions. And he gets their information, gets them on the phone. Another strategy that you could use is just engagement on your posts. Go into the post and comment or create dialogue around it, or like, or answer questions. If somebody asks you a question, you can send them a private Facebook message and say, hey, I saw your question. I just want to take a minute to answer you personally. And so when we just say, and this is one of my things that makes me cringe when I hear business owners say this, and I'll say, so tell me about your marketing. What are you doing for marketing? They say, oh, I'm doing social media. And inside I'm like, ugh, because I'm thinking, okay, what exactly does that mean? And I'll say, well, tell me about that. What are you doing? Well, I post on my page, and I try to post, follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of my posts are just personal, 20% are business. And like, oh, no. We need to understand that social media in itself is not marketing. It is a phenomenal tool for marketing because you can get eyeballs on your stuff. And you can create stronger relationships with your peeps. And you can strategically, from time to time, ask people to opt into something, which then captures leads. But just social media in itself, I would not consider a marketing opportunity. I would consider it a tool for the bigger strategy overall. So just wanted to take a few minutes to clarify, if you're looking at the opportunities, you're going, well, why isn't social media on here? That's why. In itself, it's not going to be the whole shebang, but it can provide important pieces for you to be able to use to help. I mean, I don't do anything for marketing that doesn't involve social media at some point, right? So it's very powerful. I just want you to understand how it fits into the bigger picture. All right, great week, everyone. I just want to end this video with a reminder to stay plugged into everything that's available for you in this program. Stay plugged in with Q&A calls. Stay plugged in with your mastermind group. Stay plugged in on your weekly coaching calls with your coach and through the Facebook group. This is a challenging program, and you're probably feeling it right about now. You're stretching, you're growing, you've got a lot of new things to learn. It takes time to implement, and you're probably realizing that you do your best each week to get things done, but it really does take time to implement. So what we want to make sure of is that you're staying engaged. Remember that businesses are not made or broken in a day, a week, a month, or even a year. And I will tell you this, it will take you a year to get everything done and implemented and working that we've been learning about. So if you've got areas in part 1 that they're not quite up to speed yet, that's okay. It takes time. And you'll just continue to be consistent in your efforts and continue to be consistent working on these things. You'll be amazed what can happen. Thanks, everyone. Can't wait to talk with you next week.